Gary's been here a handful of times, and every single time I've enjoyed it more than you can imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the comedy stylings of Gregory Darkk. That was some good shit.
I was late for work, and I noticed my boss put this suggestion box on the wall. So as I'm walking in, I noticed it. I'm like, oh, I got a good suggestion to improve productivity. So I write it down on a piece of paper, but I made the mistake of putting my name on it. Sure enough, my boss calls me in. He's holding my suggestion in his hand. He says, Gregory, right? I'm like, yeah. He says, about your suggestion here, you said you had a hard time finding the safe injection site? I was like, yeah, it wasn't clearly marked. It took me a while to find it. So as security is escorting me off the premises, they're laughing because apparently there never was a suggestion box. And as the cops are handcuffing me and throwing me in the back of the cop car, they're laughing because apparently I don't even work there. Drugs are bad. We were poor growing up. My dad couldn't afford a car, so he bought me a donkey. So I'd ride my ass to school. You know, and all the kids wanted to touch my ass. All the girls, they liked how my ass felt. And all the boys wanted to ride my ass. And when I went into class, my ass would start making all this noise because it was noisy for me. My teacher was like, Gregory, can you do something about your ass? So I gave my ass a couple carrots and a cucumber. And then one day I woke up and my ass disappeared. He either ran away or maybe somebody stole my ass. So I phoned the police, and the police came by, and the officer said, do you have any pictures of your ass? So I showed him some pictures of my ass, and he said, that's a nice ass. And we'll put an APB out on your ass. But they never found my ass. So I went into this deep depression, and to cheer me up, my father bought me a rooster. I could hardly wait for show and tell. I wanted to show everybody my cock. So at show and tell, all the girls were afraid to see my cock. They didn't want to touch my cock. and the boys were chasing my cock, and my teacher said she's seen bigger cocks. And there's so much commotion when my principal comes in, and he grabs my cock and he says, "Gregory, come down to the office." So I'm in his office and he's holding my cock in his hand. And he says, "You know, Gregory, you really gotta keep your cock in a cage." And he says, "Gregory, I got one question for you." He says, "How do you suck a guy's cock?" And I was like, "Are we still talking about roosters?" Anyways, that's it for me. You guys enjoy the rest of the night.
Gregory, dark, keep it going. Sorry about that. Oh, all right. You guys having fun so far? We got a couple more comedians here to go on. That's the end of the night. Gonna bring up our next act. Is he back? We're good.